It was a cold and beautiful night in the United States, and Princess Celestia was walking nearby the railway line. She didn't mind wandering at night. Since she was the princess of Equestria after all, she thought she'd go wander nearby the railway line to make sure everything was going well. But on this night, however, no one mentioned the very cold temperature. Celestia noticed this, and she didn't mind wandering at night, especially in cold weather. But this night, however, was going to be a very different one indeed. Celestia arrived at a small yard. There were hoppers in each siding. But as Celestia was looking around, she thought she heard the sound of a steam engine whistle. It was nothing like she heard before. Celestia went in between the siding between two hopper cars, and there at the end of the siding was a steam engine. The engine was a Chesapeake and Ohio greenbrier locomotive. It was covered in rust and dirt, and it was all smudged, and its paintwork was scratched, and it was disconnected from its tender. Celestia knew that the railroad of the Chesapeake and Ohio always took great care of their steam engines, but why not this one? She knew that Chester C&O 614 was still in preservation, but this engine might have been scrapped. Probably was another C&O Greenbrier engine preserved or not. She walked up to the engine and then looked at it. The old engine looked at her.
Are you okay, my fine engine?
The old engine spoke. Well, I've been around here long enough, you know. I lived a good life on the C&O. But as time went on, diesels were coming in, and some of them picked on me because of my age. I used to be sometimes just like the other engines that were always rude and always picked on older engines. But now those days are behind me, and ever since I was scrapped, I'm now a phantom that wanders around. I used to work with my brother, but now that I'm dead, my brother Chester is the only one left.
I understand, sir, but what is your number?
The old engine sighed. My number is 615. Everyone called me 15 because of my last number. The name 15 soon stuck with me. And for many years, I had that name ever since. But now that I'm scrapped, I'm now a phantom. And the reason why I'm here is because I always watched other engines go by doing our work. I had a good life. But death isn't sometimes the way to end your life. Sometimes every engine's time comes, and unfortunately, it was my time to go. And because of that, I was unfortunately scrapped. The Greenbrier engine slowly started to back up on its own. Celestia was shocked as the old engine creaked and groaned. But 15 didn't care. The old engine creaked and groaned as it reversed. And then, with a clang, the coupling to its tender was attached to the engine. Celestia noticed steam trickling into 15 cylinders. She walked up to the old engine.
Where are you going?
I rested long enough. I gotta go visit my brother. You know, we should talk some other times at night, you know? Besides, I think you and me are gonna get along just fine. Besides, we must keep time, you know? I'll never forget you, Celestia. Always remember me. Celestia watched as 15 blew his whistle and rolled out of the siding and out onto the main line. blowing its whistle again, 15, the greenbrier northern engine disappeared into the brambles of trees and bushes and was out of sight. Celestia was in complete shock. She couldn't deny who she was talking to was actually a ghost, but she knew what she was talking to was a spirit, a ghost of the dead, of an engine who had been scrapped many years ago. Celestia knew she had a good ghost story to tell the others and her student Twilight when she returns to Sodor. And what about 15? That's a story for another day.